Wow! Akai will release MPC 3.0 Standalone. You can be a beta tester if you want to be a part of this. Stay tuned. More about that after the intro.
Mr. Gear.
Much love from the east of Africa. I'm sitting in the park, which is very close to the village where I'm living. This video is brought to you by my sound company,
Sounds Premium.
and I just want to talk about the MPC update 3.0, which will be released very soon. So in the upcoming weeks, Akai has done a video on that, which I will link up in the video description, and you can be part of it and get this version very early when you sign up to their beta program, which is public, and the link I have posted down below in the video as well. So check that one out, and also check out the video from Akai to get more details about that. But I want to share with you what I think about this update and why I think that this update is really worth it. So Akai has released a lot of updates within the last months. There were coming features and features and features, and of course there are always some bugs in the software, in the firmware, that's for sure, but Akai is always working on improvements and is listening to their producers, and I'm very glad that Akai has implemented so many things. I'm not paid by Akai, I'm just a producer, an MPC expansion maker. These are my thoughts on this update, so what I have in mind. So the details you can find in the video that I have linked up directly from Akai. I have watched this video and I will just summarize what I think what will be the next level shit, you know? So, first of all, what I have in mind is that there will be disk streaming. So this will make the whole process much quicker on MPC. I think the loading time will speed up, and I think that the CPU thing will be much better with disk streaming. So you can just stream your files, if they are larger, for example, directly from the disk. You should use an SSD for this, of course. So I have built in an internal SSD in my MPC Live 2, which I'm using at the moment. I have bought the MPC of the first generation around 2017, and since that day I'm fully into MPC beat making. I can tell you this was one of the best investments I have made within my production career, within my sound design career, because until then I'm fully inside of the topic. MPC is making a lot of fun and it is getting better and better. Of course there are bugs and there are complaints, but this is how it is, you know. You are doing things as a developer and there are always pros and cons. But this time I think Akai will bring everything to the next level. I'm very sure about that. So disk streaming is one of the things they have implemented in MPC 3.0. And in addition to that, I have in mind that you have 8 velocity layers per pad. So this is quite good to have, because until now I always had to do a workaround to combine different pads to have more than 4 velocity layers. So we don't have 4 velocity layers in the future, we will have 8 with MPC 3.0. And this update will be for free for every MPC user. So this is a very good thing. So keep that in mind. I think they are doing a very good job in reference to the development of the firmware. So with this firmware we have so many things. Also the UI, the user interface, is getting more transparent, more modern look. It is not that old-fashioned anymore. The MPC is turning into a real DAW. So this is also something that I really appreciate. You have a timeline in arranger mode, which you maybe know from Akai Force. This you will have in 3.0 in your MPC machines as well. So no matter MPC 1, MPC Live of the first generation, MPC Live 2, MPC Key 37, 61, and all these devices, MPC X, they are all supported, and I'm really looking forward for this update. Unfortunately, they have removed one thing, the clip mode, and I don't know how we will handle that. Maybe we can use the arranger instead. But what will happen to the old MPC clip programs? Maybe you have used clip programs very often, or maybe you got some expansions with clips or clip programs inside. I'm looking forward how these will be integrated in the new firmware. I'm also looking forward how they have integrated the import of older projects, all the projects, for example, that you have done with the older version, MPC version that you are using currently, how you can load up your projects in 3.0. But this should work out fine, so otherwise we get a big problem if we can't load up our older projects or all the projects that we are doing right now if we want to load them up in 3.0. Fingers crossed that Akai will implement that as well, or has implemented that already, so that we don't have any problems with this. And I also hope that key groups of the MPC expansions are still working like they worked in the versions before. I hope that there is also a good integration of the older key groups that are generated by older versions, because otherwise you can't use your older MPC expansions anymore. And I can't imagine that this will happen, because Akai would have to go over all expansions they have released, and this is something which is very time consuming, of course. So these features I got in mind, and I also got in mind that the whole UI is there. There's a channel strip, an XL channel strip, and everything is accessible on your menu screen. So they have made it much easier. And it's very DAW-like now, but it's all in the box and you don't need your software. You can just do everything standalone. And I really appreciate this. And I hope that there will be also a visual EQ inside, but I think that this will maybe come up later. And don't forget, if you want to be a part of the beta testing team, which is public, you can just sign up. Check out the link that I have linked up down below in this video description. And also check out my MPC expansions on soundspremium.com. I think this is all for now. I just wanted to share the bullet points where I'm very excited about. If this video was helpful for you, please subscribe to my channel and buy me a coconut if you like. See you next time, next Sunday, 9 o'clock, Mr. DK TV. I'm out of here. Blessings.